Mongol's 3, Swaggernator is 3, and Fanna is at 4. All right, so let me just post these again. I'm just gonna leave this match. Oh, this one open. Oh, this one. Oh, I keep clicking off the things by accident. I'm just trying to bring up the chat so I can see exactly what's going on. All right, so yeah, so now we are on to the semi-final. So I'm going to start filling in these scores. So Group I1, this was obviously I made a mistake. I had this as Group A1 by accident because I copy and pasted quite a lot of these things. So Group I1, the highest player was Solar, so he's going to go through there. Group I2 is Frontliner, as them two had a tie match and Solar got through. That's why he has a plus next to his name. Okay, so Group J1 is going to be Weissenage. And Group J2 is going to be Walkuse. And then we have Group K1, which was Rick James. And then we also have Advancer Man, who is K2. And then in the final group, in Group L1, we have Zippy. And then we also have Fanna. All right, so these are the next up things. All right. All right, so getting straight into this, I got a little bit distracted. So Group M will be the match that we're going to look at. All right. So this should be an interesting one. Let me just... I believe this is the password that I did. All right, so getting everyone into these games. So first off, I need to find everyone's name. So we have got Rick James in here. We have also got Solar, I believe. Yes. We have got Fanna, if I can find his name. And we have got Walkuse. So this is definitely going to be an interesting match, I feel. Let me just find Walkuse because he's apparently not in my in the group. All right, so that should be everyone. And we're going to have to get this goes. Let me just put the chat across so I can see what is being said inside of them. Wait, that's the wrong chat. All right. Yeah, now is definitely the time when it's going to start getting interesting between the teams. All right, so I'm going to go into spectator. We've got Serpent as well, and then obviously we've got our referee Bala, and then we've got Solar, Fanna, Rick James, and Walkuse. So this is definitely where it's going to get interesting. So, because this is quite like everyone in this now at this point in the game, everyone is a very strong player, and I feel that there may be definitely some bits where people are going to be not wanting to attack certain people because of how they see them as a threat and such. So we're going to have to see how it goes. So we got Solar, Fanna, Rick James, and Walkuse. And obviously, we've already seen that Walkuse is trying to play tactically as possible. Obviously, not wanting to allow people to take him out. Obviously, not. He wants to make sure the people that he wants alive stay alive, so he can take them out later. So we're gonna have to see how this goes. So we've got, I think everyone is ready. I'm just gonna get started because I wanted to get it started because it's been going on for a while now. And we're almost at the end, guys. This is the semi-finals now. So this is going to be, yep, everyone's in good. So we have got Walkuse, Solar, Fana, and Rick James. So this should be a good one. This is very interesting. So obviously the highest two players again go through. Same format as we've been throughout the entire tournament. All right, so everyone straight away into the middle. There we go. And the dome is up. So now we're just going to wait for these guys to get underway. So straight away, you can see the Walkies getting ready with the zombie. Switches up. And so now everyone's just going to push back to make sure they don't, get caught up into a fight too much. So straight away, we've got this fight between Walkies and Solar. And then we've got Rick James and Fana. But Solar actually firing across some rocks into his opponent from the opposite side. Rick James taking quite a big chunk of damage, it seems. I mean, now he's managing to heal back up, and we've still got these 1 versus 1s between the two. Rick James pushing forward, Balor's getting a little bit caught out between the two. He's going to start running through them all. And Solar taking a huge amount of damage. And Fana might be able to take him down now. Solar's obviously not wanting to get taken out here, but Fana is pushing in strong, and Solar may end up going down. He's going to try and get the knockdown, but Solar's just doing his best to stay alive. Fana is obviously trying to. Midsummer's Blessing comes in from Solar. That is a really good job. I don't think he had that on from the start, and he does manage to get his health up all the way. So Solar, great job by him there, keeping himself in this game. And so now he's still taking a lot of damage, though. He just can't seem to get Fana away from him. Trying to push him off, and it's just not really working out so well. But Solar is still on extremely low health, and Fana doing a really good job. Good block there by Solar, and he does manage to push him away, but his health is just. He is managing to get back full, but Solar's just seemed to. Fana's just doing a really good job of just taking down Solar's health, and he just can't seem to get to really get a foothold in this fight between the two of them. But good storm there by Solar. He almost gets frozen by that wall, but he does get the ward off just in time. And now both of them are back up to full. If we have a look at the top, everyone is back up to full. Fana actually almost gets hit by Walkies. He opts to come down and start firing some rocks in there. Fana now teleporting back out. We got Rick James following Walkies down the left-hand side. So now everyone can be seen in here, so we can actually see everything that's going on. So we've got the Fana and Solar fight on the right-hand side. Solar obviously wanted to make sure he's not going to get stuck between those other players, so he pushes out to the side. So now we have a look down here, see Rick James and Walkies fighting out. Rick James doing a huge amount of damage to Walkies, teleports in, tries to get some mind damage. He does get a knockdown. Walkies just managing to get that water push in time. Rick James unfortunately doesn't manage to get it on. And he just allow Walkies to buy himself a lot of time to get himself back up to full. And so now everyone's just kind of moving slowly around the map in these 1 versus 1s. We've got to be careful of where the other players are, so they're really worried about their positioning as well. I mean, now Rick James and Walkies fighting out. A lot of damage coming in from both sides as well. Fana now getting pushed down here from Solar as well. Fana's got such low HP. Rick James actually opts to start firing at Fana, but it does force him to teleport out. And so now it allows everyone pretty much back up to full HP yet again. So this is definitely an interesting fight, to say the least. Fana now actually coming down, start firing at Rick James. Fana now getting caught out. He tries to get behind, but Rick James teleports, and now Fana they've actually swapped up the fight. So we've got Rick James and Fana fighting on the right-hand side. And it looks like Rick James might actually get the freeze on here. Fana's on was extremely chilled, but it's just, Rick James just didn't quite capitalize on what he was supposed to do there. Slowly being pushed into the middle now, so we can kind of see all of the people fighting. We've got Walkies and Rick James. Walkies and Solar fighting out at the bottom. Fana actually coming down, starts beaming, and he does actually manage to take down Solar. So Solar's going to get 0 points here. And so now Rick James and Walkies. Rick James and Fana kind of going for Walkies there, but now they've opted to start fighting against each other. Rick James with the teleport out. And so now Fana obviously doesn't want to be stuck between the two, but huge amount of damage coming in from Rick James here. Now Walkies actually opting to go for Rick James instead, pulling his attention away from Fana. So now Fana is going to be allowed time to get himself back up to full. And now Rick James stuck between the two. He's going to run back because obviously he doesn't want to get stuck between the two, but Fana's just circling around him to make sure that he doesn't allow him to do this. So he actually teleports behind Walkies. And Rick James getting launched into Fana, and he's trying his best to stay alive. He tries to get the freeze on him, but unfortunately he managed to walk back out there. And so now we're going to get kind of in this kind of stalemate three-way fight at the moment. So obviously Walkies doesn't want to allow one of the others. Nobody wants to allow someone to get a good strong foothold, but Rick James really is just trying to get in there and start fighting. But now Fana is stuck between the two, and Walkies doing a huge amount of damage with that beam, and Walkies looking like he may end up going around the back, but Rick James is just around that wall, so he can't actually be hit by anything from Walkies. And so he's just managing to heal back up, starts pulling back up, and now he actually tries to go for the freeze on Fana, but he doesn't manage to do it. He just managed to get that AoE off in time to stop himself from being frozen. Teleport comes in from Fana, getting around behind Rick. Huge amount of damage, and he does get taken out. Unfortunately, he was just a little bit too CC'd to be able to get that teleport off, and now Fana just managed to teleport out. He's on such low HP at the moment. So now Fana trying his best to stay alive. Not really much I can kind of say at this moment. Walkies with that EWW being aggressive, trying to push forward, teleports in. He is going to try and take down Fana, but Fana just gets so much heal from all of those mines. And now he's actually up to go for him. He does get a wall push backwards. He's got the EQQ on, so he can be quite aggressive with that beam coming in from Fana at the right moment. He does get taken out. So Walkies is going to get 3 points, and Fana is going to get 2.
Heaven or hell? Duel 2. Let's rock.
Alright, so everyone's going to be moving back in the middle, and we will get underway with the next round. Alright, so dome's up, and the dome is down, so everyone's going to start fighting, and we're going to have to see how this goes. So Walkies and Solar, I think definitely people are going to kind of go for Walkies a little bit more, especially Solar. Solar obviously getting 0 points in that round, so he obviously wants to make the most of taking out Walkies, stopping him from getting any more points. We got Rick James fighting against Fana on the right-hand side. Rick James actually taking a big chunk of damage. I think he got a big rock to the face from Fana. He's trying his best to stay alive. Walkie's doing a lot of damage to Solar actually as well. And now he's Solar's kind of on the back foot, trying to heal himself back up. And it seems that the Fana's getting a little bit closer to the side, and he may end up switching across and going for Walkies. But now Walkies coming across. He's going to start firing at Rick James. And now projectiles kind of flying across every corner of the map. No one really wants to go for a particular thing, but Walkies takes a huge amount of damage. Now Solar's actually coming in from behind. He is going to start firing at from Walkies. So Walkies is possibly going to go down, but he does teleport out. Fana now extremely low, well, taking a huge amount of damage. Fana does manage to teleport out. Walkies with the teleport as well as the teleports up towards Fana. And this is really awkward about what exactly is kind of going on, but Fana trying his best to stay alive. He does manage to push Solar down towards Walkies. So now them two are going to kind of start fighting as Rick James and Fana are going to start fighting out yet again. So we've got this split of each match going on at the moment. Not really one definite side on each side. Everyone seems to be quite full on HP. No one's got a real advantage at the moment. But Walkies is actually coming around the back, seemingly wants to fire into someone else. But now he's kind of caught out. And I imagine a teleport's going to come in pretty soon from Walkies to make sure that he is not stuck between the two. And Solar is pushing in strong. Rick James actually getting a lot of chill on him, and it's allowing Fana to get a lot of damage on him as well. And now Walkies getting pushed into Fana. Huge amount of damage. Walkies trying his best to get out, but Solar is going to be followed. Everyone's actually following. Walkies is going to go down, so they do manage to stop him from gaining any more points this round. So unfortunately, Walkies was just a little bit too late with those teleports trying to get back out, and it just cost him the round essentially because he teleported to the wrong place, and then everyone just kind of opted to go for him. So now we've got Solar, Fana, and Rick James as the final three in this, final three at the moment in this round. And so we're going to have to see which way this kind of opts to go towards. So I don't think anyone, I don't know exactly how anyone will look at this to see who is more of a threat. So I think it's just a matter of who ends up in the middle of in the middle of the two players to who's going to take so much of the damage. And it seems that Rick James is going to start going for Fana now as Solar's trying to heal back up, and now Solar's going to start firing down into the bottom. And obviously they don't want to get caught out, but Fana can just move around to the side of here, which means that Rick James just straight away becomes trapped between the two. And Rick James being stuck in the middle of the two players here, but he does manage to teleport out. Now Fana stuck between the two. He goes for a teleport himself, and Rick James obviously doesn't want to get the copy to that, but unfortunately he doesn't get the full ward on, so he does get pushed by Fana, but he has now managed to get up there, and Fana is going to start taking a lot of damage. He does have enough for the teleport, but Solar is going to be quick to follow. He is going to go for some more teleports, and are they going to keep following him? Rick James just can't seem to get his beam on top of Fana. He's on such low HP at the moment. He does manage to teleport away yet again, but Solar has quickly gone around this point, and now Fana is just on such low HP, and they've sandwiched him in, and it looks like he is possibly going to end up going down here. So there is a 1 point Fana this round. And so now we've got Rick James and Solar. So if Solar wins this fight, that means that there will actually be a complete tie across the board like we've seen in previous rounds. So this can be definitely an interesting way to see this go. All right, so Rick James really on the back foot at the moment, and so he's taking a huge amount of damage. Solar pushing in now. Rick James on such low HP, tries to water push Solar back to buy himself a little bit more time. He's allowed to do so. Solar quickly with that water beam to get some extra damage on him from that lightning, and Rick James just seems to really be on the back foot. Huge amount of damage coming in. Solar goes for the teleport, but Rick James quickly with another one to get out of there, and he is managing to hang on barely, but it seems that he may possibly end up going down. Good mines from Rick James there, forcing Solar to be CC'd, so he can't really do anything. Rick James has managed to get himself back up to a decent amount of HP. Doesn't manage to get that the storm. I think something over at the storm, so he didn't manage to block it, unfortunately. And so now we're gonna have to see which way this is gonna go. Both of them in EQQ now. Obviously, they don't want to be pushed. Interesting choice of mines there by Rick James, going for his cold heal mine. Don't really see that very often. And Solar managing to erase over the top of Rick James' mines. He goes for the lightning. He is going to do a lot of damage now. But Rick James with that EQQ does manage to push Solar back in, buying him just enough time to start healing back up. And so we're back to this point where both of them up to full HP. They're going to start re-engaging again. And I think at this point they're probably going to start getting a little bit tired of this fight going on. So they're going to start getting a little bit more aggressive when it comes to them being on full HP. So now we're going to have to see how this kind of goes. And so Rick James tries to get that storm underneath, but Solar just walks straight out of that. Solar with the water push. But Rick James actually manages to get down a ward and a wall, being able to stop that. He puts down some mines, but Solar quickly moves back and out of the way. And Rick James putting up that storm, making sure that Solar can't do anything. He just teleports behind. Now Rick James quickly teleports away, just allowing him to stay alive. So they have got enough focus to keep doing this. But Rick James on such low HP now. Is he going to be able to keep himself alive yet again? Good block there, putting up that arcane wall just in time to block those arcane shards. Now Rick James kind of being on the defensive, but at the same time, I think he's waiting for the moment that Solar pushes in just a little bit too much so that he can really make the most of it. And so back up to full health yet again. So yeah, definitely Balor. This is going to take a little bit of time. Good block there by Solar, pointing up that storm. Both of them go for the QQQ. Rick James taking a huge amount of damage. Solar now pushing forward. He just managed to get that one on just in time. They're both on extremely low HP. Tries to go for the that special, and oh my god, he does actually manage to take him down. Solar being a little bit too aggressive there. And so he does actually get taken down by Rick James. All right. So let me just tally up these scores real quick for this point in the tournament. So at the moment, Solar is sat on 2 points. Fanner is sat at 3. Rick James is sat at 4, and Warhughes is at 3 as well. So this definitely can easily swap around. There isn't a definitive, there's no set winner at this moment in time. There is no lemon teaming at all in this game. There's only 1 point where there's been 2 lemons in this game, and neither of them were in the same match. All right, so we've straight away got this fight between Warhughes. Actually, I was going to say between Warhughes and Solar, but quickly Rick James starts firing stuff across towards him as well. Rick James actually teleporting in, takes a huge amount down from Banner with his beam, having to run away just towards that in time. He almost gets wiped out by Warhughes there. Some heals coming in from Solar onto Rick James. So obviously he I think Solar realizes that if Rick James goes down, then Solar may end up getting focused a little bit much, so he doesn't want him to go down just yet. So now Rick James is kind of stuck between Fanner and Warhughes. He's trying his best to stay alive. And Solar's now coming in against Fanner and allowing Rick James to 1 versus 1 against Warhughes. So we'll have to see which way this goes, but it seems that they're being pushed kind of in towards the same position. Solar with that beam on Rick James, trying to catch him out a little bit. Warhughes on such low HP. He does get to the teleport out, but Rick James can't really follow because he's been hit by so much cold at the moment. And so now we're going to have to see which way this goes. I'm trying to have a look around. So pretty much at this point, everyone's still at full HP. There isn't a full side at the moment. Fanner taking quite a bit of damage from Solar, it seems. but he is just hanging on there, back up to full yet again. And seems just to be the way that it goes. Solar actually now taking quite a good chunk of damage from Fana, trying to water push him away as best he can. Does manage to block that beam buying himself some time. Over on the left-hand side, we've got Rick James and Walkies fighting it out. Rick James actually doing a lot of damage to Walkies. He may end up going down, goes for the teleport, and Rick James is going to start following. Heal beam comes in from Solar. He doesn't want Walkies to go down just yet. No one seems to want Walkies to go down just yet. They're trying to keep him alive. It's interesting because nobody wants to allow other people to go down just yet, but they still want other people to die. It's rather interesting because this is the final point that they need to, they need to get as high as possible, and by allowing one person to go down, it means that they could end up getting double teamed by someone else. So we're gonna have to see how this goes. So now Rick James fighting against Banner over here on the left. We've got Walkies and Solar fighting on the right. So we're gonna have to see how these two fights kind of end up. Solar kind of walking back towards this way. I think he's getting ready just to maybe fire something in to start attacking one of the people on the left. Beam comes in from Walkies on Rick James, but he quickly manages to stop that. Solar's actually coming around the back. He's going to sandwich Rick James between him and Fana, but Rick James quickly teleports out. Obviously, he doesn't want to be in that situation. And so we're going to have to see how this one goes. So Solar and Rick James now fighting at the top, but now Walkies actually coming around the back. And it seems that Rick James just seems to be kind of a focal point that everyone seems to want to kind of go for. He is obviously got the most amount of points, and he doesn't want to allow himself to go down, but everyone else needs to try and, they're going to try and take him out, but they need to also fight other people as well. Both Fana and Rick James kind of low on HP, trying to keep themselves alive as best as they can. Walkies with that EQ. Conflag comes in from Walkies. He does manage to catch Rick James out, but he does teleport away, trying to keep himself alive as best as possible. Fana actually now teleporting across here, wanting to come and get involved in this match. Obviously, if he can help take out Rick James. Now Rick James teleported across here. Now he's stuck between kind of all of the people. He's got no more teleports left, and everyone just seems to kind of want to go for Rick James, and this is a very bad situation for him. So he is trying to keep himself alive as best as he can, but everyone just seems to be able to be going for him. He's doing a really good job of staying alive. He almost has enough for a teleport, and he is going to get it. I can't tell if he's going to get it. He's trying to go for it. I saw like a bit of a melee there. He does manage to get on. He does have enough for a teleport. He does manage to get back out, but he gets taken out by the toilet from Solar. So Rick James is going to get 0 points this round. So this is very interesting in the way that the scoring is now at, because we may end up seeing a tie between Rick James and someone else. All right, so we're back. The call dropped, but we are still in it. So it's kind of, we've got to see which way this kind of goes. Obviously Solar is on the lowest amount of points technically, because he does have 2, whereas Fana and Walkies both have 3. So they want to obviously get to that top spot. So if Solar goes down first, then that means that they will be able to possibly get through. It's rather interesting. I'm not sure which way this is actually going to go around. All right, so Fana is catching sandwiching Solar between the two, and it seems that Walkies just wants to keep Solar between them. Now he's going to actually start going down. Fana actually firing at Fana now. It seems that he actually wants to go for him. I'm not sure exactly what the reasoning are for each of these people. So we're going to have to see. Walkies now rushing up, going all the way around the back. He's going to try and go in and hit Fana. Now Fana's kind of isn't really stuck between the two, but a lot of the damage is going towards him. And so now we're going to have to kind of see what's going on at this moment in time. So now we've got this fight between the two, fight between the three. Fana's taking a lot of damage right now, and he does manage to teleport out. And it seems that Walkies he is going to fire into the Solar, but his main focus seems to be towards Fana. And Solar, kind of at the same time, he tries to go for that shadow. Unfortunately, he doesn't manage to do so, but Fana shocks himself. He is going to go around the back. He's going to try and get the follow on him. And so now Fana is kind of stuck between the two. And so we're going to have to see how this goes. Toilet actually comes in and he almost takes down Fana. He's so close. Tries to go for another Toilet, but Fana does teleport out again. Solar actually has no more points, no more I've got no more focus left at this point. But now Solar is start tank walk in the back. So that's kind of how this goes. So now we'll use both players quickly kind of coming around the back, coming around to attack him. Now Solo coming up. He's going to start firing at Banner as well. Obviously, he doesn't want to engage too much because he could get caught out between the two. So everyone just kind of holding back. Big hit on Banner there. He's on such a low amount of HP at the moment, and both players they're trying to take him out, but Banner is doing a good job of keeping them alive. And a lot of Jeff. The problem is with beams, keeping yourself so far away from everyone else means that you can't actually fire at other people. You can't fire at them enough. So a beam's coming in from walkies. Unfortunately, he doesn't manage to take it. He doesn't manage to make the most of that. So sorry, I'm again. Buy some stuff. It does kind of seem like walkies and Solar are not really going for each other enough. Geyser comes in from Solar, does manage to find a good Flame Tornado as well. Does get taken out by Solar, so that means that Banner is going to get 1 point here. And so now we're going to have to see which this kind of goes around. I think that was funny people and walkies. Who were doing that, but it's mainly walkthroughs is the thing, because walkthroughs really focus on one person, and then everyone else just kind of focuses around, like, you know, certain people with 4 HP. The fact that walkthroughs is focusing that one person down, it means that that person takes more damage, and then the other people kind of opt to go for him because they're at that low HP. We're gonna have to see how this goes. I think you guys will be. Oh wait, we're gonna have to see how this goes. I'm gonna have to see where this is going to turn out between these two, as it could cause a bit of upset. So Walky's taking a huge amount of damage here. Tries to water push Solar, but he doesn't manage to do so because of that QR. Get a bit of jitter on my voice apparently. My mic is stuffing up a little bit. Well, obviously, like I said before, they are cheating Eurovision at the moment by streaming it. So that's going to be taking up my internet by quite a bit, a big chunk. So I apologize. Hopefully my mic gets sorted itself a little bit. Contact comes in from walkies, but unfortunately he doesn't manage to hit, so he doesn't manage to get the ward off in time. He tries to get the freeze on him. And Conflict comes in again. Solar's on such low speed, he is going to go down. Okay, so this is where it gets interesting. Oh, I've messed up the goals. Alright, so, wait. Sorry, I'm completely messing up my scores right now. Alright. So this is where it gets interesting.
Has risen.
So alright, so let me just move out walkthroughs from this. So we've got a tiebreaker between Solar, Banner, and Rick. Yep. So it's actually split between all of them. So we've got a complete three-way match here. So this is going to be an interesting one to watch. Or interesting one. So this is best of one. If everyone's ready, we're going to start we're going to go into this. Let's restart the voice chat. All right, so we're back. Hopefully, microphone may be a little bit better. All right, so we're just going to jump into this. So this is pretty much decides who goes through into the next round. Well, actually, into the finals, because this is this is the semifinals at the moment. All right, so let's see how this one goes.
The battle has
I
begun.
want to check something real quick.
Round 1, fight.
All right, so everyone's going to come into the middle. Yeah, I guess they can stand however they want for this one. So we're gonna have to see. So this is obviously whoever wins this, fight, goes through into the next round. So this is going to be an interesting one to see. I don't know which way this is going to go around. So straight away, everyone's going to kind of pull back. They don't want to, engage too much. So we're going to have to see how this actually ends up turning around. Because if one person ends up too low HP when someone else goes down, that could really end badly for them, because magic are allowed and they can quickly turn a match. They don't mute my microphone, didn't I? Yes, I did. All right, we're good. All right, so Fanner actually stuck between the two. Fanner taking a huge amount of damage. It looks like he is possibly going to go down. Okay, Rick James actually goes for the teleport. So Rick James has managed to take out Fanner. So now this is the 1 versus 1 between Solar and Rick James. Whoever takes this fight goes through the final. So I'm interested to see how this goes. We did have this earlier on, and Rick James did actually manage to take the fight, but it was extremely close. So we're going to have to see which way it turns for in this match. All right, so Rick James again. So Rick James is kind of waiting for the moment. Oh wow, he gets a huge call out there. A huge call out. He really got out by that one. He teleports. Unfortunately, he's knocked down. He is going to get taken out. So Solar is going to progress through into the next round. So I'm going to put a plus on that one. And now I'm going to quickly fill in these scores. So that was rather fortunate by Rick. Yeah, that the 1 versus 1 didn't really matter. What? Yeah. Anyway, sorry, people are going to get a little bit distracted. Sorry about that. So I'm going to quickly fill in the scores. So Solar managed to get 4 and a plus. Fanner got 4. Rick James got 4, and Hughes got 6. And now I'm going to quickly create this. I don't want to. All right. Okay. So bear with me. While I just send all these passwords to everyone. All right. So who have we got? We need Zippy. Where is Zippy? And we need Frontliner. And then we've got Weiss and Edge as well. Where is I've lost where I've got Weiss and Edge on my list. Oh well. All right, so there we go. Everyone should be coming into here now. I'm going to quickly write down these names. So we have got Banther, we got Weiser, we've got Zippy, and we've got Front. All right. All right. So if everyone is ready, we can quickly get this underway, and then we can move on to the finals. All right, so we're just waiting for the. Okay, and see if you're ready. So I'm just gonna get started. Yeah, walk cues. You're playing a very thin line type thing because you only seem to focus down one particular person. It can lead to what appears to be a lot of teams, which is the problem that everyone is seeing because you only go for one person, which means that like the other people realize, oh, he's going for me. I can just go for this other person, and then that leads to it leads to what seems like team. It's like it's still technically like it is allowed, but it's really close to the line because of how it works. And obviously this is the first time doing this kind of tournament, so we need to fine tune it. So we're just gonna have to see. But we are getting in here. We've got Advanced Man, Wise and Edge, and Z. We're gonna have to see how this one goes. So Advanced Man actually getting frozen straight away. Zippy quick with the follow. He is going to try to take out with Advanced Man, doing a huge amount of damage. Advanced Man trying to stay alive. And Zippy just can't seem to quite get in there. He does take a lot of damage. Actually, he's taking a lot of damage as well. Both of them extremely close to death. Zippy, oh my god, Zippy was close to going down, but he does manage to take down Advanced Man. So Advanced Man is going to get 0 this round. They're now Frontliner and White Stage is still fighting it out down the bottom. And now Zippy's going to start coming in from the top and start dealing some damage. Still takes a huge amount of damage. Now Zippy's actually going to start going for Weiss and Edge. So we have these two kind of fighting it out here. While Frontline is just getting himself back up to a decent amount of HP. Now he's coming in from the bottom and he's going to start trying to take out Weiss and Edge, it seems. I think he actually tried to go for the pistol shot and he almost manages to hit Weiss and Edge. Weiss and Edge almost getting taken out there. Now Rock's coming in, start hitting Zippy. Weiss and Edge has managed to teleport out. And he is going to... I got a bit distracted by the chat there. I apologize, Zippy. He's a bit more HP. Frontline are taking a lot of damage as well. So we're going to have to see which way this kind of goes around. Zippy starting to go for Frontline. He's trying to get Frontline stuck to 2 players. Frontline actually teleports for Weiss in the pitch. But he just managed to push him back. Rock comes in from Zippy on Weiss and Edge. And now Frontline has put his attention to Zippy instead. And he kind of stuck between the two. So Frontline is not in a very good situation here. He needs to kind of get out of the way, but both of them are firing projectiles, and Zippy actually opts to fire out, and Zippy does manage to teleport away. No, sorry, Frontliner manages to teleport away, and Frontliner, oh my god, I can't even speak. I'm just going to continue on with what's happening. So Frontliner, again, he's getting kind of hit by both of these two players at the same time. It's kind of just the way that they kind of stood, which is kind of making him seem like he goes for it. I don't know, Ballard's something, I have 7, but I think 7's still here. Or at least everything should be fine. So we have got this fight going on. Still, Whitesnage taking a lot of damage. He does teleport away. Zippy firing in the back of front, and he does get a storm over the top of him. Whitestage pushing forward. He just gets some mines on the front line. The front line is trying his best to kill him. He does teleport out just in time. And now Whitestage and Zippy are going to be start fighting out. Frontliner kind of getting ready to fire down some projectiles, but he up to start healing up, making sure that he is fully healed up before he starts engaging with these two people, because they can be so quickly that the focus of someone can change. And so now Weiss and Age just kind of hanging back, making sure that he doesn't go too far forward so he can keep people. And so now Zippy actually Weiss and Age getting quite a cloud, trying to teleport as much as he can, but Zippy is going to be falling up. Now Weiss and Age teleport back. He's just kind of in a very bad situation because no matter where Weiss and Age tries to teleport, there's someone there. And now Zippy's coming in from the top, and Weiss and Age does not actually have enough to teleport out. And so he is going to take a lot of damage. He does get just barely teleported there. Rock shot comes in from Frontliner, gets hit again, and he's so close to death, and he does get taken out. So now Weiss and Age is going to get 1 point this match, and then Zippy and Frontliner are going to be fighting for the number 1 slot in this round here. So let's see how this goes. Both of them obviously full HP. They are going to start moving into the fight. Zippy in his close, so we needs to make sure he doesn't get caught by any of that lightning. But Frontliner just walks straight through that. He is actually going to get close, but still fortunate that the EQR was there in front of him. It does manage to keep alive. He goes for the teleport, but Zippy teleports straight back out. Frontliner almost gets caught out by those mines coming forwards as well. Zippy not actually opting to heal himself up here. could end badly for him if he manages to get caught out, and he does get caught out by Frontliner with that teleport. And that was exactly what I was kind of expecting. Zippy just wasn't paying enough attention to his health. So Frontliner does manage to get 3 points in that round. Zippy following with 2, Weiss and Edge with 1, and then Advanced Man with 0.
Lesson 2. Dance.
All right, so now we're going to get into the, back into the next fight. All right, so here we in this second round of this semi-final match. So we've got Frontliner, Weiss and Edge fighting out at the bottom. We got Advanced Man and Zippy at the top. Have to see how this goes. I don't even know which fight to really look at. Seeing how each one kind of goes. It's a pretty even fight at the bottom teams between Weiss and Edge and Frontliner, and at the top, actually both of them are pretty even at the moment. But Frontliner and Weiss and Edge, wow, okay. So Frontliner goes down. I'm not sure if you guys saw that, but Frontliner pushed Weiss and Edge, and as he did, Weiss and Edge actually managed to get the con flag off and take out Frontliner. So that is really unfortunate for Frontliner. They, you know, standard managing to cast something while you're being pushed. And so anyway, we have this fight between Zippy, Weiss and Edge, and Advanced Man. Zippy's kind of stuck between the two. He does manage to teleport out, and Weiss and Edge just doesn't want to allow him to get out of here, and he actually takes a lot of damage there from Zippy. And again, more teleports, and they just don't want to allow one person to get stuck. Advanced Man comes in, starts saving Zippy. Zippy, extremely low on HP, may end going down here, and he does get taken out by Advanced Man. So now Zippy's going to get 1 point this round. And so Weiss and Edge and Advanced Man fighting it out here. But it looks like Weiss and Edge may be taking the victory in this match. And so he does end up going down. So Weiss and Edge just get the 3%, Man just gets the 2. So at this moment in time, Advanced Man is set at 2 points. Weiss and Edge has 4. Zippy has 3. And Frontliner also has 3.
Match point. Nobody.
Yep, exactly. Weiss and Edge in his standard lag.
Lesson 3.
All right, so again, this is kind of like one of those matches where it could go anywhere. And so we're just going to have to wait and see what exactly goes on between these players. Let's see who advances through into the final. Excuse me. All right, so everyone is ready in the middle. Dome is up, and so we're going to see how things go from here. All right, so everyone started off pretty quickly. Weiss and Edge and Zippy fight now on the right-hand side of Advanced Man, and Frontliner on the left. Zippy taking a lot of damage, teleports behind Weiss and Edge. Obviously doesn't want to get caught up by too much damage here. And so Advanced Man actually getting damage as well up in the Frontliner, almost managing to take him. He's getting caught out by that EQQ, and Advanced Man doesn't manage to quite capitalize. The conflag comes in, and it does manage, well, he does manage to take out Advanced Man, but it will exactly through that conflag. So Advanced Man unfortunately will not be progressing into the finals. We've got this fight between Zippy, Frontliner, and Weiss and Edge yet again. Alright, so we're going to have to see this. So Frontliner with the teleport, forcing Zippy into the middle between Weiss and Edge. But Zippy teleporting behind him. It's just going to be a recurring thing, trying to get this. But now Frontliner is taking a lot of damage as Weiss is firing into the conflag comes in. Frontliner is going to go down, so Frontliner gets 1 point here. So this pretty much at this point, Zippy and Weiss and Edge will be progressing through into the finals. It's just a matter of which one gets the more points. But at this point, it doesn't really matter, as they will just be going through into the final fight. And then we will have our winner and such. All right, so let's see who wins. So we got Zippy and his Australian lag, and Weiss and Edge and his Greek flag that seems to come out of nowhere. And we'll see which one manages to prevail. So it seems pretty even at this moment. No one's really got to think, wow, we managed to push, knock him and push him. This is what I mean about do with the lag. I feel like this is going to be a rather interesting fight to see how exactly it goes down. Because if we manage to block our lightning up, he knows that lightning is obviously his downside. And so he needs to make the most of getting rid of that. Zippy taking a lot of damage there. Weiss and Edge actually pulling back to heal back up rather than take out Zippy. And Zippy just firing too many projectiles. He needs to actually start healing back up. Good block from the with the lightning there again. Tries to get a storm over the top of it, but it doesn't quite manage to do enough. And now he teleports behind White Mage. Going to try and get some damage up, but Zibby's not really opting to heal up quite much. And wow, takes a huge amount of damage from that lightning, like I said. And now he tries alive, but it looks like he may end up going down here. He takes so much damage. White Mage is in the EQ, so he's just going to try to get taken out by those shots.